perfect love affair.
Yo, 9 Europe tours deep, do y'all believe yet? Let's do a heat check, smack him out their V-neck. Show some respect, put it on my name. Talk a lot of chitter-chatter till my foot is on their brain. This is our sport, we earned it, you ain't taking shit. No, you ain't breaking bricks, on Instagram you taking pics. This is real life, there's consequences for your words. You a thug, a rapping conscious bunch of fucking herds. I'm sick of the front and get kicked in the stomach. Afterward post pics of these pricks, sniffer them, licking the vomit. I'm on a higher skill set, you fools have not reached. You ain't a rapper, you a loser that just bought beats. You fucking with the wrong one, man, quit snoozing. Leave my fist bruising, punching through your lips, drooling. You'll have trouble breathing when we're stomping on your lungs. It's EMS for those that ass watching on the drums.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Okay, all right. Yo, you guys good? Yeah, solid. So, all right, so we'll go around. I'm John D. Contradiction, and we got my man with the glasses is Walco, and my man looking suspect with the hoodie on, that's M. He was our most hated reviewer, but I don't know, you might have lost the title.
Oh, well.
You might have lost it to Drake.
Damn.
But yeah,
Are we talking internal or external?
both. I think both. But yeah, introduce yourself.
Who, me?
Yeah, you, sir.
I'm M.Dot. I'm from Boston. You know, I'm an MC. You know, engineer. Hold on, let me get her wrangled up. Makaria, go see mommy.
He's also a daddy.
This is Makaria.
Yeah.
Get her some FaceTime. Yeah, so I've been doing. She's waving. You go, mommy. So, my name is M.Dot. I've been doing music forever, man. And, yeah, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Oh, no doubt, man. Thank you for chopping it up, joining us, man. Like we like to keep this very, very underground. We're you know, obviously, like we're big on the underground stuff. I'm an artist. M's an artist. Walco could be an artist one day if he wants to. But we all love that whole thing. We all we're all like combined in a sense where we all love like underground hip hop and just music in general. Like I grew up part of like the old school hardcore scene and the hip hop scene. So we just love music in general. So I was like, let me start a page that not only shows that, but also shows that you can get roasted in that underground. You know, it's not that mainstream softness. Like you can get cooked out here.
I hear you.
Yeah, we don't hold back.
Nah, yeah, we don't like to hold back. It's not fun, man. We feel like the industry people.
If I'm not being hateful, it's not fun.
But yeah, let's talk about this. How long you been rapping? You said a long time. What's a long time, man?
So hold on, I lost you guys for a second.
It's all good.
So probably started in like high school, maybe sophomore year. Started like writing songs.
Okay.
Did I lose you guys? I can't see.
We lost you for a hot second.
Nothing.
Did you guys see the video? I don't see video anymore.
Nah, he's gone.
I just see myself. I don't see you guys.
Oh, you're back.
There we go. He's back.
There you go.
There we go.
So I've been rapping since like sophomore year of high school. You know, and like when I was in high school, now I'm gonna sound really old, but like
we all are.
We're kind of there.
It was like no one else was rapping, you know. So it was like an anomaly to be a rapper. Now it's like
everybody raps.
So I would say the one person at the school who isn't rapping is the anomaly, you know. So, but you know, we started writing songs, recording songs, probably like 2002, 2000 like 3 is when I started like taking a little bit more serious, and then 2003 actually is when I was at MCLA. I was in college with Rev, and we started recording in our college dorm. And then like 2004, we started getting paid, for shows, and that's when we started taking it way more serious.
Oh yeah, once that money come in, you're like, all right, we could do this. I get
that.
know? Yeah, I get that, man. Then you just want to get more. You're like, hey, I'm making money doing something I love. Let me just keep doing it. I feel that.
Yeah, in college
that's the move.
College shows really paid good. Like people say there's no money in rap, and there really it's a scarce amount if you're gonna sell CDs and stuff. But there is still ways if you're working hard enough and if you're as disciplined and you still have to have other hustles. You can't just rap, but there is avenues to do it where you don't have to be, selling like your life the way, selling your music improperly where you have to be doing something you don't want to do. You can still make good music and make money, and that's just off building a resume and building, a long career of consistency. I'm serious when I say that. But I see people fade away. I see people, kind of check out. I'm able to juggle it with the family, with respect to my girl, with having, the kids, with touring, So, but yeah, so I started then. That was like probably 2003, and then I didn't really stop, putting stuff. This is like before internet was really prevalent, where you could put out projects all the time on the internet. So we were doing physical CDs back then, and then the first big mixtape was 2009. I did Money Doesn't Own Thought, and that's really when it took off for me. That's when I was able to do more stuff and get more placements and work with bigger artists. So around 2009 we dropped Money Doesn't Own Thought. And that was it, man. That was when it started going, Okay. So, and then 2010, I dropped an album with Jean Moran from France, Run N.B.S. Man, I actually got the vinyl right here. Let me see.
Let's see it.
Run N.B.S. is, as you see, this is the record,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's featuring my man Big Shug and Tech from Smith & Wesson,
Nice.
L.O.B. and
Fire.
M.O.P., Cool G Rap, Keith Murray, you know what I'm saying? This is 2010, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been doing it a long time. This is my this is like my makeshift studio, in between, because I lost the studio when we had another kid, so this is
of course.
But this is this is just recently the stuff that we've done over the last year, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So this is my computer, obviously the merch. Some dude made this in New Jersey.
Yeah, I see you, man. I see you. Hey, man, this is dope though, man, because you never see this side. A lot of people just think this is dope. This is dope because we're all older too. So we see this sort of stuff. I've been doing music for a minute, and I do see people who people come and go. People lose that steam, or people they give up, and they get disheartened by shit like that. They're like, oh man, people just don't mess with it no more, or it's they can't follow what times are changing, and it's though the changes aren't really they're not always gonna be for the better. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes things do change. I hate a lot of things that they push in the mainstream now. I think is trash because it drowns out a lot of actual real talent. But I do acknowledge that it's a thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's hey, you just gotta understand that's what's going on.
I agree.
And that seeing you do that is that's solid. That you can still manage to do that stuff. You got I got one kid and I'm good God, you got a couple of them and you over here still doing your thing and all that. That's dope, dude. That shit is dope.
Look at I'm more proud of this than this is the Boston Music Awards. This is a legit trophy that from 2010. Fire. And you know what I'm saying, we're going against N.B.S, Legend and Esoteric, Czarface and Terminology and Rex. Truth. And that's when we won that year.
That's
I'm just an independent, I'm just a regular dude. But this is more important to me in my bachelor's degree, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that that's why I'm able to appreciate stuff, because I know how hard it was to go through school and actually study and finish,
Yep.
I know everyone has it now, but I'm just saying it's something that's I was able to gain a lot from finishing school, you know?
Yeah.
So
especially. So what did you do something that you use towards your music stuff now? Or?
English is my writing, so
there you go.
Stuff, but I'm saying people brush it off and say colleges. No, man, it was vital for me to go to school and I
structure.
I didn't. Yeah.
And you finished something you started. That's it. You finished something you started.
That says it. With music, it's I want to see this to fruition. And man, like I said, man, every day, I could show you guys stuff. I just got a record today. These are just the records that I'm on right here. I'm on 18 records. This dude just sent me this today. Check him out. AJ Bronson, cigarettes and coffee. I did a dope record for him on there. But that to me is forever. I'm gonna be in somebody's yards years from now. They're not throwing that out. Records you don't throw out. Anyone could burn a CD.
If you're talking to anybody about records, you're talking, bro. That's my shit.
Yeah.
So you get it.
Yeah, I get it. It's a record of time. It's history.
Yes.
That's
nobody throws out records.
No, that's not true. People throw away records all the time.
Those people are terrible.
No, it's very hard for people to do that.
You'll see him at yard sales. You'll see him giving away. You know what I'm saying? Usually,
No, a lot of my collection is like literally like going to a yard sale. People are like, oh, 50 cents a pop. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take the whole crate. Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a nice day.
But see, even them, they didn't toss it. They like, all right, we gotta give this. We gotta get rid of these in a certain way that we respect.
Yeah, think about it, man. Like how to be on, it's so, finite, man. To be on a record like that's like it's like like a CD you could just burn and throw away. You know what I'm saying? It's so I don't even know, man. Listen, I consider myself somewhat knowledgeable, but I don't know how much goes into printing the actual vinyl because I know
disgusting.
how much.
Yeah,
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it's that's the thing. That's kind of like the beauty of like you go to certain studios and like you can go to a studio, it could be brand new, everything new in there, but it's never gonna have the feel of like that studio that's still using the old equipment, even though the old equipment is ancient. Yeah, even though it's ancient. You ever see the passion on them dudes' faces when they get to use that older shit? Like that shit is always gonna be fire. I think this year, records outsold CDs.
That's true.
For the first time in a minute.
And tapes are back too.
Yeah.
Tapes back too, which is crazy because like dudes gave me like I just got a tape when I was on tour. This dude just gave me this, and it's cool. And I don't want to like I would never toss it, but I have nowhere to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is his beat tape. And I'm like, how am I going to listen to this?
I got my little tape player up there. But it's crazy. I actually, one of my projects I put out this year, I was like, yo, I kind of want to release tapes for it. So I like went shopping around online. And I'm like, damn, why are these people trying to charge crazy money just to get your stuff put on tape? So then I looked at it and I was like, I could burn my own. And then I was like, damn, I have to literally burn every front and back. And I'm like, this shit would take forever. I'm like, I would pay somebody to do this shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's a process, but vinyls is like
vinyls is crazy.
I haven't bought it, I haven't paid for it, but I know we had a German label pick us up to put out the Ego and the Enemy vinyl, and I just know how expensive it is. Like it's like you want to get it's like $150 for like $1,500.
Yeah,
and this is like without any nice vinyl cover. This isn't out what what I'm saying?
That's you're talking about. That's a regular press.
Yeah.
Without the
normal
cover,
regular
without all the
degular. Yeah.
That's crazy, but you get it too. Like it sounds different. Like it sounds different. It feels different. Like it's
vintage. It's vintage, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, I like owning personally. Like I like collecting records I'm on. Not even just in a narcissistic way. Just like I like owning the record. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
fire.
I can't own the MP3. Like it's just in the ear. It's in the cloud. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. It's not physical. You want that. Yeah, you want to have that shit. Yeah, man. I definitely feel that.
You take it out, you put it on, you know what I'm saying? Like you put the needle on.
Obviously a tactile person.
Yeah. No, that's fire though, man. Salute to that, man. That's dope, man. And that's but that whole mentality when it comes to like the records and the cassettes and all the sort of shit like that, that's the type of mentality that I think the mainstream is trying to take away from like these kids, because a lot of kids do not respect the classic or the old school. And you don't have to follow it. But like respect it, respect where it came from, respect. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what's lost in music now. Like no one gives a shit about like where it came from. It's just like, oh, this is something people are doing for a come up because they heard Jay-Z just say, oh, this is where the money was at, and it's like they took it to a whole different level, and erased the fact that Jay-Z's been a part of hip hop since like fucking beginning. And it's like it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like anything though. Like it's you got to find the diamonds in the rough, the people who know, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if they don't know, we got to be able to tell. We have to tell them, you know what I'm saying? So like I see younger, like there's some really younger MCs that know their history, they're just going with the wave, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and that's cool too, because usually their music sounds dope.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of younger artists out there that are doing things like, not the right way, but paying some homage and not stepping on so many toes along the way and shit. I'm just trying to tell you, they don't like to be told what to do.
The underground will always be strong. Like there will always be a underground, no matter what type of music you're thinking of. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be that underground, and the underground's very good at passing itself along. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear one underground artist, everybody's going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit spreads like wildfire too. It's just you won't see the money being put behind it to force it in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? And that's like where the difference is. Sure. But
it's like anything. Like I said, it's like jazz in the 50s and 60s, where they had to go to Europe and stuff to get love. It's a lot like that with hip hop. you know, there's so many dope artists. There's so many people. It's just like searching. That's what makes the internet dope. Is like you can find so much.
Yeah.
It just can be oversaturated. So it's hard sometimes to dig through it. But like you said,
That's one of the biggest problems is oversaturation.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. You know what though? Like I say, like, you know, I look at it like if I just keep doing what I'm doing, focus on being the best I can be. I know it sounds cheesy. All the other stuff will work out. You know, if I'm focused on
that, but it's the truth, though.
This is the kitten poster. Just hang in there.
Yeah, just hang in there. No, yeah, which is true.
It's like, yo, it's outlasting. Yo, you outlast them, man. I'm telling you, consistency just outlast them. If you're still there when the dust settles, that's the most important thing. I swear to God, man, that's how I've been able to still get big records and be on these tours and work with these artists.
It's making a product you can stand behind.
Yeah, and dog, I'm telling you, man, listen, I have a really good crew. I have a really good circle around me of friends first. They're not like music people. They're my friends since we were kids, and they're not in it all the time. They'll come with me some places. They'll do things, but like they are real with me, and that's what makes it the best. I mean, they'll say like, yo, we like, just like I'll say to them, like, we need to do this different. We need to approach, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you can't have yes sayers, and a lot of these people you see, or these artists, they have a lot of wrong people around them because they're there for the wrong reasons.
They have the worst people around them. The yes men are the worst.
Constant battle with yes men.
Always be better. I can always, you know, you might not have heard all my music, and I have all these records and accolades, and nobody cares because I have to do more. I have to be out there more. I have to be more productive. I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the mentality. People, I need to focus on me. If I'm focused on somebody else, I'm already going backwards, you know? So
yeah.
I'm telling you, Doug. And that's why I can vent to my crew and be like, instead of bitching online or like, Doug, nobody owes me anything. And that's when it starts becoming petty, when people are like whining, I deserve this. I should have won this.
Yeah.
No, man, you lost already when you're talking about it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and everything will work out. I don't care when, but it'll work out.
You know? Yeah, that's why I have Johnny in my life.
It's true.
He keeps me regulated.
I tell people, because I keep it how it is. It's like, bro, like, because me, like, I'm one of those people, like, as much as I keep myself, like, I always know what's going on in the music world. I like the funny shit. I like all the whatever. I like the business side. I like the dark and the light side. But it never, ever affects my music. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always keep it. Like, I'm like, yo, as much as I love listening to, like, some ratchet, terrible shit that I'm like, oh, man, I would never let my kid listen to this. I'm going to listen to it, but I'm not here. You'll never hear me make something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the music that I make means something a little bit different to me. But I always keep up with the stuff, not unnecessarily. I just like to, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep my eye to it, like, where it's more of interesting. It's just, I like it as a sport. Like, I see hip hop as like a sport to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people
That's the same way I look at it.
Yeah, you know, some people like the NCAA, the NBA, and they watching high school sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Like, I enjoy where it's at, but it's not going to change my game. You know what I'm saying? And that once people realize you can do that, once people realize that you can actually do that and you don't have to, like, jump on a wave or change a sound, that's when the music is dope, because then you're just making shit that you like, and then you'll find people that like that type of music too, and that's your fan base. It's going to grow itself. You're
so right, man. And like, being you, people, the craziest part is, man, that's the most important thing that people identify with. And then people are so scared to do it because everyone else is finding popularity with not being themselves. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, I have records with absolute, like thugs, been in jail, shot people, and it don't make, like, I don't have to pretend to be a thug, and they still mess with me. And I have songs with dudes who are talking about spaceships and comics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still doing what I do. You know, like, and like, I'm not a tough guy, but like, I've been in fights and I've had my share of, like, you know, like violent people around me, but I don't want to promote that stuff. And I like Ninja Turtles and I like geeky stuff too.
Facts.
But like, that's not my MO either. You know what I'm saying? I can't fake funk and be like, that's the records I want to do. So it's like, I just feel like my lane personally has been like a longer path because we didn't have like a set. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got songs with Big Suge and Gangstar on his album. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, that's like a really, you know, this dude is a triple OG. And then I got songs with 7L and Esoteric, which is like Czarface. You know what I'm saying? It's like
my shit.
Now I just meant, you know, their style of like making that type of music and stuff. I can blend into each track like a chameleon.
And you can still make it your own style. And that's what matters.
And I've never noticed any like kickback or anything bad, but I'm saying I could see a fan being like, damn, like, you know, like, is he a thug or is he a geek? They can't find something to box me in on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, but I'm not
Can't
gonna
label me.
say that I sold crack. I'm not gonna fake and say, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that's not who I am, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's good
like,
too, cause like when you don't put yourself in a box, like that makes you easier to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because
sure.
like that's a lot of artists. You ever have that moment? Like I'll have a day where I'm like, oh man, I'm trying to listen to some gangster shit, or someday, and I'll know exactly who I'm listening to. But then there's artists I could just put on when I can't figure out what the fuck I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I don't get it with this. I don't want to throw like, man, like this.
No,
this,
throw it in. Whatever.
Throw shade. Throw shade.
Say name.
So this is
Say
like,
name.
like there's a wave that's going on where it's the same
same
fucking
shit.
beat every time, and it's no beat, and it's the same thuggery, and like it's like, dog, like it doesn't that shit get
Came
old?
from the
Like it's
mud.
the same tempo. No, I'm saying reverse side, you get the same party trap shit, which is again. I get it. Like there's dope people in that. There's dope people. People don't even want to say it. There's dope people who even do a lot of that new music.
Yeah.
I have no issue with that. I'm saying where they're like literally the same record, it gets boring for me. There's no substance. There's no, they're just rapping that they're gonna shoot you and sell like da da da. Like
you're preaching our life, man.
Oh yeah, and that's we see that's the shit. We see the shit all day, and it's to the point where it's like, it's corny. It's so corny because it's like, no one wants to even try to be an individual, and what makes it worse is they keep saying like, oh my shit different, and it's like, bro, you said I can pick out 30 rappers with my eyes closed that sound that have said the exact same words, same bars on the same type beats. It's like, how is your shit different? Like that's just corny.
No,
That's why I listen to 5 rappers.
Yeah. But that's that wave, man.
There's
It's
no
weird.
diversity. Yo, Doug. Rock Marciano is owed a paycheck from like 99% of the new boom bap rappers. I'm telling you, Doug.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. And you know what's crazy? No one gives him love.
Nobody's publicly saying like, these dudes are all biting this, Doug. Like I don't get it.
No one gives him any fucking credit. It's crazy.
Honestly, disrespect him. No, but he gets a lot of disrespect, unfortunately.
He gets mad disrespect. And
really?
you know what's crazy?
People
and it's wild because
but you have to
we posted some shit with
versus
him.
Where you're from. Like,
no, tell me. No, I want to know. Like,
from a Long Islander's perspective, Long Island hates Long Island.
New York hates New York.
New York hates New York.
Yeah.
So anything.
He's a legend though, right? Like people love.
He's still a legend.
He's a legend to the underground, but in New York, he gets no real love like that.
Get out of here!
That's crazy.
You're not. Yo, honestly,
everyone in New York is a hater.
Facts.
You're not gonna catch a rock. Like I can't tell you the last time Rock Marciano played in New York.
And did well.
But you know what I'm saying though, like he has like a cult following, dog. Like,
he'll always have a cult following.
For sure.
But shouldn't somebody who's a quote unquote legend be respected at least in the town that he's from?
Yeah.
Or be able to play out and sell out on the island like where he's from? Come on. He can't do that.
That's wild. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Really
and I'm a huge I fuck with Rock Marciano. Yeah, I fuck with Rock Marciano, but I've always seen no love.
Up on all his music. I just know he has a style that people emulate, and it's like do that whole style,
Oh yeah.
And Mossberg, people like talk about that as being one of the most like it's a big word, but like very revolutionary albums for like that style of music. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's wild. I also know
he brought up a very good argument though too, because like we know there's a lot of we always hate on like the new age stuff, but that's a problem to an underground. The people that try to copy the boom bap shit, like people that just think because they rapping over a boom bap beat.
Every lot, like it's just
no
drums is cool, but when you're doing it every
song,
like, and it's a loop. It's a loop. Like who's gonna?
And they ruin a lot of that shit. Like a lot of dudes think, even another thing like that we've been noticing, like the new age of kids that they think that I'm gonna rap over some lo-fi and spit some shit that probably don't connect, some poetry shit that don't make sense over something terribly recorded and mixed. They're like, no, that's the wave because Earl Sweatshirt did that shit twice. So now all the kids want to do that, and I'm like, yo, that shit's not hot. Like it sounds garbage.
They give it some wild backstory, then that makes it good.
Yeah, and that's trash.
Like the more complicated the idea is, the better the song is.
Yeah, and oh man, he's gone. Oh, it's cooking too. There we go. There he is.
Sorry, but
that's all good.
So, no, I was really enjoying the conversation.
I know. So we were having a good one. We had a good one on our hands. It's still going.
So my phone is dead, but I have it plugged in. My daughter unplugged it, but I'm back.
We don't see. Do you guys see him there?
No, no video.
No video.
There you go.
There we go.
It rotated, which is nice. It's like it's a carousel. You guys, my homie's down on the left now. He was up at the top.
Switched us around. All right, here we go. All right, so I got everything going back up. So, all right, let's get back right into it. So, I actually had a couple of questions. I like to throw a couple of questions in there to make it seem somewhat professional, even though this is that buy one get one free bargain bin type interview shit that we got going here. But so as far as the year, man, so I saw this year you guys dropped a bunch of visuals, and you guys started the year with that tape you guys put out. What's the year been like for you guys, just music wise?
It's been great, man. You know, and like I said, man, this is. I know everyone says it, you know, but this is nothing compared to what we're gonna come with. You know? So it's been a good year. We put the Own Lane compilation out. Basically, it was a bunch of records that were, like, for me, songs I was saving for an album, or we were saving albums that we collectively were like, they're collecting dust. We need to put these out. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, it's powerful. Like, there's some songs on there that are like, the Own Lane compilation. I'm trying to think, like, you know, we had I toured Europe I think 3 times, you know,
which is fire.
Yeah, man, I could show you the schedule. It was super productive, you know. I just did the festival in Greece called Off the Hook. There was like 10,000 people. I don't know if you've seen the picture or the video footage.
Yeah, I did. Which is wild.
Things are going good, man. But like I said, there's still plenty of people that don't know, so there's still a lot more to do. You know, I was on a bunch of singles, and we've been I've been recording these records. They've just been sitting for a while. So like when people put them out, it's perfect because, you know what I mean, it catches with our entire, like, snowball, the snowball effect, you know. But like I did a record with, you know, my man DZ the Unknown for Sealance, and it was me, Esoteric, self-titled, Big Shug. That's a monster lineup, you know.
That's
and then we had
heavy.
the song, you know, like, really, you know, we had the song Reaganomics. This dude B Leafs produced it, and it's it's Elzai, who's like one of my favorite MCs.
I think that's one of the ones you sent. The Elzai one, and I was like, sheesh.
You know,
he's been a secret problem for a minute.
Elzai's incredible.
He's an alien.
Elzai, Lodge Professor, Razcast, and me. Like, again,
Fire.
man, these are like, you know,
legends. These are legends. These aren't just like anybody. These are legends.
And it's not me like paying some dude for a feature. These are songs I'm featured on, you know.
Yeah.
So,
which is fire, bro. That's the way to do it. Like, that's fucking dope. Like, you're literally building a dream resume off of just hard work. Like, it don't get no better than that.
I swear to you, man, that's the truth. And like, you know, my girls hears me in the background. I wouldn't bullshit you when I say, like, I stay up and I'm always trying to, like, you know, like, get more stuff done and be like more places, and, you know, while juggling the family thing, while I'm not taking advantage or ruining so when I'm home with her for 6 months. I'm not taking advantage and going out, and like I'm earning credit, you know what I'm saying? So when I go away for 2 weeks, I'm there for work and business, and I'm coming home with money. I'm not going out to the party.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it should be, man. If you really want to, if it's a career, there's a thin line, you know.
You are 100% right. If you want to last, if you want longevity, if you want your relationship, if you want your family, if you want, you know, your music, if you want any of that stuff to sustain, you can't be. You have to. The selfishness has to end. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, you can't. You know, so
Facts.
It's all about the juggle, and it's a sacrifice to be like, oh shit, like, I'm only gonna sleep like 4 hours tonight, but I'm gonna get this video, and I'm gonna drive to New York back and forth, shoot this video, and then come home, and then go to work, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, take care of the kids, stay home with the baby, you know. So, but if you want to see, I could tell you guys stories for days, man. I know we don't have all day, but like, everything we're built on is like by doing that extra stuff, going that place, that college radio in a snowstorm because I said I was going to be there. And then that dude ends up booking me for a show with a festival, and that I meet a dude who there, you know, gets us to perform at the music awards. And then this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like keeping your word and being places when other people are like, I'm not getting paid for this. I don't need to go, you know? So it's picking and choosing what is not spreading yourself thin, but what is valuable, what's important to do.
What's gonna go the long way, what's not, you know what I'm saying? But that's dope too. Like, you're playing the game, man. So, sometimes you just know too, like, you'll know if something seems like something that's gonna be, you know, worth that extra time and shit like that.
And if you're gonna say you're gonna be there, you know, like, or if you're gonna say you're gonna do something, you know, and like, you know, like I said, man, no excuses. You know?
Yeah, not that, because that integrity, that shit goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because people talk. You know what I'm saying? People talk. And if
You're right, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What blows my mind is like dudes who are legends and shit, like listen, I deal with dudes in Europe and they're like, this dude didn't show up, or this dude was slurring on stage, or this dude was drunk, or this dude was breaking shit, and then they
People
still
let
get
that shit
booked.
get to their heads.
No, I'm saying that they still get booked, and I'm like, yo, like everybody knows about this, but like it's
probably because there's a draw. It's like, all right, this is how bad they are, but this is how much they pull in.
But I ain't even saying like you know, like dudes like just like it's just I can't do that. Like I don't have that luxury, you know?
Yeah.
That's the illest thing I can say to y'all is like I am truthful with myself that as cool as great as things have gone, I've seen murals of my face in Germany and France, and I've seen people with my name tattooed with Wu-Tang and AOTP, but my mother doesn't give a shit. You know, when I'm at the airport in Massachusetts, people ain't coming up to me for autographs, you know? So it's like
that's
like
still fire though. Yeah, but I get it. I get what you mean. Yeah.
You gotta separate it from like real life, and like like granted it could get bigger and bigger and bigger, but like even then there's still more I can do. There's still more places I can go, still more people I can reach, you know?
Yeah.
Like dude,
absolutely.
Only billions and billions of people on this earth, and like I'm worrying about, you know, just cultivating a million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just like give me that many people tuned in at once.
Yeah.
You know,
but that mentality matters, bro. Like even some of the heavy hitters, like you see them working with like newer people, up and comers and shit. Like there's a reason Jay-Z will forever hear him. There's a reason we'll forever hear like Meek Mill since he got in the spotlight and shit like that. These dudes work with everyone. You never see them only work with like a certain echelon. Like they work with everyone.
Right.
You know, they work
Always
with the new
reaching out.
upcomers. Yeah. That shit's a real thing. Meek fucking had that dude who made the beat on Instagram that went viral.
Tracy Track.
Yeah, and he fucking made the track.
Smart moves, like for like staying like in the eye of the people. You know, like that's like you said, it's like, you know,
it's
like
still
working
work
with everybody.
Yeah, it's still work. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still work. You know what I'm saying? Even though they probably have somebody working for them to pull this shit, but it's still, you know, it's part of their ethic. You know what I'm saying? That shit works. Like it keeps you that relevant.
Keeps you tapped in.
Yeah.
I'll say it like, you know, 10 million times. It's like there's so many people that love the style of music I do that might not even know about my stuff, might even be fans of the Snow Goons and AOTP and Gangstar, but, you know, I'm on a lot of these albums and might not know my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, honestly, like real shit, I usually do a lot of like underground digging and hunting, but like once, you know, once I got the page really starting to move, people started sending stuff, and when you guys stuff came in my email, I've never heard. I was like, yo, this is fire. Like when I reviewed the tape and all that, and I started like digging into everybody's just stuff that I could find online, and I'm like, yo, how did I not when I'm seeing you feature with these people, I'm like, how did I not hear of this? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's the thing. We don't have the machine.
It's that bubble theory, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also we like, I'm not making excuses, but I don't have the machine, and I don't have like dog. Like I said, man,
Conway.
You know, I don't have that. You know, I don't do that.
La Máquina.
Yeah, I don't do that specific. You know, there's a lot of nerdy white dudes who want to hear like bang bang kill you crack music. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel attacked.
You know, right? So it's like,
don't come for me. I didn't send for you.
And I like that music when I have records with those people, but there is an image factor. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there is stuff, you know, that goes. There's a caveat to that. You know.
Yeah.
I can't do those songs every day and then drive around with my kids and take them to like gymnastics. Like that ain't real to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like these dudes are putting on a show and people are eating that shit with popcorn.
You gotta rehearse your brick laying bars while you're driving the minivan.
You feel me? Like it's not real. It's not real. You can't be that much of a thug 24/7 and still do the real life thing. It's just not. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like you still
you're like dropping your kid off at ballet. All right, honey. What do we always say?
Stay strapped.
That's right.
It's like, you know.
You're teaching your kids the 10 crack commandments before bed.
That's how I grew up, though. So.
Facts. Facts. No, but it's true. Like that, like even a lot of artists, like as much as I love listening to Pusha T rap about keys, I'm just like, man, ain't you too rich to be doing this shit, like rapping about this shit? You know, I'm like, come on.
Malice is rapping about keys, not Bush.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Malice is rapping about keys.
Truth.
You're right, man. That's a great point. It's because that's what sells, dog. These dudes, like, if you're that smart, the dudes who are lasting aren't doing that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the G's that I know don't want to have nothing to do with that shit. They're real G's. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to, like, to portray that they're doing any of that. They want to, like, they lived it so they can talk about it, but they want to be away from that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the type of music I like. I like the lessons that come from that. That's my kind of rap. That's that dad rap shit that I like. I'm trying to hear you tell me why I shouldn't do shit like that. That's where I'm at.
That's a great line, dog. Dying is not cool, dog. You know?
Dying is not cool.
It's not cool, bro.
Yeah. No, but like it's like
you guys just ever sit there and pretend to die for 5 minutes, and then I woke up like, man, that's just whack.
Yeah, that's whack, bro. Top 10 wackest things.
You ever see Flatliners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the old '80s movie or late '80s.
It's terrible.
That movie was wild.
Oh, you didn't like it? I love that movie.
It's a terrible.
No, he's talking
movie.
about the original. You talking about the new one?
No, they're both terrible.
I like the old one.
Nah, it's terrible, dog.
I like the old one. I was not mad at it. The new one was weird. The new one started.
You know what?
Jamie Lee Curtis, man. Not Jamie Lee Curtis. What's her name? Julia Roberts. Baldwin was in it.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yep. Oliver Platt. There's some actors in there. I don't know. I like that movie. That movie was
it's a good time. Like, it's fun.
No.
It's not a good movie.
I guess. See, I see what you mean. Like, it's not like a great film.
Yeah, I could have fun watching it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. If I have fun watching a movie, it's good to me. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So, like, I'm a movie buff, man. Like, I like. I just watched. You watch Irishman? What'd you think of that?
He watched. I don't have 3.5 hours. Worries me, man.
I don't have 3.5 hours.
It worries me, man.
It was really good, man. It took me 4 days.
You're an intellectually. I watched that shit in one sitting. You're weak. Your bloodline's weak.
I just don't have enough time.
I heard it's Sample City though. I heard there's a lot of one-liners in that movie, and I was like, where?
No, it's so wait, did you enjoy it? You watch it? Did you like it?
I love that shit.
Okay, good. So my only complaint would be a lot of the actors when you're 80 years old, it's tough to take you serious beating up people. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So that's no slight on them. They all did great. But you get what I'm saying. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
The scene where he stomps on the dude's hand.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
It looks like a 90-year-old man stomping on somebody's hand.
There's only so much old man strength can go.
It looks like wrestling when you watch wrestling.
Awful.
People still love wrestling though, so hey man, that's it.
No, I meant but the film, the story, the Pacino, dude, Joe Pesci, he's like came out of retirement for it. He gives like an acting performance out of this world, man.
Okay, all right, I'll check it out then.
Good time.
All right, I got time. I'm gonna check it out there because I want to watch it. I love all sorts of mobster type flicks, and Scorsese's the man, so I'm just like, all right, I gotta give it a shot.
Bro,
my man who like we're talking about movies down bottom like that. I agree that Flatliners isn't like a great film, but like I like enjoyable movies. But like for films, dog, like I like There Will Be Blood is like that. That's my barometer. You know?
Oh man, There Will Be Blood. Anything Daniel Day-Lewis, anything he does is like he don't do nothing that's not top tier.
Phantom Thread was very good, but it's not something I want to watch again. You know, like meaning it's a great movie. What do you say?
Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York is one of the greatest of all time, man. That's
Scorsese again. But
yeah.
I didn't, dude. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm a Quentin Tarantino. I love everything he does, but I didn't love the Hollywood one, the one that just came out.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was all right. It was weird. It was a little bit on the weird side for me. It was cool, but it wasn't like the last. He was like that. Hateful Eight and like Django were bangers. It was
out of this world.
They were bangers, and then for that, it was like
Hateful Eight's awesome. Underrated as fuck.
Super underrated.
Which one?
Hateful Eight.
Yo,
super underrated.
have you seen Tomahawk on Netflix?
No. What is that? I would definitely
watch that shit. Yeah. Do yourself a favor.
What is it like? What is it like?
It's a period. It's kind of a period piece. Like a Western period piece.
No,
it's about.
Go ahead.
It's a Western. It's like about a settler town and shit. I can't tell you.
I know what you're talking about.
Tarantino made me like Westerns. Dog, Hateful Eight Hateful Eight, the scene in the carriage. What other dude can have you interested in Civil War discussions in a carriage of like nonstop dialogue where like
you'll like
normally put you to sleep?
Yeah.
You know?
No, yeah,
like
that's why I like Tarantino. He's one of the few people that makes dialogue like the best parts of the movie. Like as much as you know the action's gonna be out of this world, but the talking, you want to hear it. Like the beginning of fucking the army one he did, like the beginning.
The Django.
Django was fire. No, what was it? Inglourious Bastards. When that little German dude, the whole beginning when he gave that speech, I was in the theaters like my mind was blown. Yeah, that shit was wild.
So when he's talking to the dude and he's talking to him about like he has the conversation about the squirrel runs in here and like run away, you know that, and the whole conversation.
Fire.
Yo, but that whole Django's the same way up until the end.
I enjoyed the end. I thought it was fun. I thought the end was just funny at that point. Like it was a ridiculous movie, but it was still good. Yeah,
it's still going, you know. So
it had two endings pretty much. It had like a couple scenes where it should have ended and it just kept going. I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it though. I got extra gunfights.
I didn't have an issue with it. Like so listen, without giving too much away, because I know you said you didn't see Hollywood. I won't say anything. I just don't like his. I liked it with Inglourious Basterds, but his whole like revision, like his whole like changing the history like thing to be funny, it got lame to me. It gets lame. Like okay, like this is lame. You know, like it's not. I get it. Like okay, this is funny. Like to switch it, but like forever. Like now, every time I watch this movie, like I don't know.
Yeah. It's a gimmick now. It's like something he feels like he probably has to do.
He did it with Inglourious Basterds. With the Hitler thing was brilliant. It was brilliant.
It was hilarious. But anyway, back to the music talk though, because I can talk about movies all day too. But I fuck with movies. Back to the music talk though. So for next year, so we like to ask a few of these questions to kind of get towards the end. But as far as I know, you're already making moves. I know you said next year you got a big year ahead of you, but who are you looking to work with rap-wise and producer-wise? Who's someone that you would, even if they're within reach or not within reach, two people you want to work with, like rappers and producers?
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you about the new album, which I've only told a couple of these producers, but I haven't said the whole list. But so the new album, I swear to God, like, you know, it's like so rap to be like, yo, I was just coming from the studio. No, I literally was coming from the studio when I talked to y'all when I was in that snowstorm. I drove an hour to get this song recorded, and I can record here, but this was a big record that I did at my homie's place. Shout out to Protege. And this record that I just did, like I'm not at the studio every day. Like I'm doing the dad life, you know what I'm saying? But like I happen to be coming there when I talked to y'all. I sectioned out this whole day because it's a Sunday, you know, good day. Like as far as for me to have the whole free day. And brother, I just did a song with Eric Sermon producing it. You know,
man, he lived like two towns. He lives like a town away from us.
He lives up the street from me.
He's like one of my favorite producers all time. You know, so
his album, that album that dropped, was it last year or this year? That album that dropped this year?
I think it was this year.
Yeah, man, Eric Onas, F Squad, you know, EPMD, the dude's sound, his funk. Man, forget about it, dog. Like I'm a Eric Sermon fanatic. I love all his beats. So that came to fruition. I've been dreaming about that for a long time.
Green-Eyed Bandit.
You know,
the Green-Eyed Bandit. Fact.
Yeah. E-double, man. You know, the Green-Eyed Bandit. But my man Benefit, shout out to Benefit. He's the one who made that happen. He connected us, and then. You know, we got Ill Mind on the album. We got, you know, G Coop. G Coop produces. G Coop, Google him, dog. He produced Three Kings for Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Dr. Dre. He produced.
Oh, that beats fire.
Yo, he produced a ton of. He's Jake One's partner. He does all the instrumentation for Jake One. He produced for like, you know, 50 Cent, Scarface, Nelly. Like he's like I'm talking about like for years. And this is my friend. He went to Berkeley. He moved out to California. And I went and stayed at his crib, and we did like this record for his part or for his show that he has, like a YouTube show where he has the making of the track. And then he gave me this record that I did over here. Like I said, his resume is ridiculous, man.
Fire.
Like he did. Again, man, he does like so every he did like stuff for Rihanna. He did stuff for like, and this is my homie, dog. Like it's not like somebody that like it's like he's a regular good dude. He lives in Oakland now. He hooked me up. He gave me this beat. And man, yeah, so he produces on it. You know, M-Phases produces on it. M-Phases, who produced Eminem's at Master Mathers 2, he produced the first song. He also produced back in the day like N.O.G. and Master Ace, Little Young, that video where they're like squashing people and it's a little you know, I got Apollo Brown is producing on it.
Fire.
Pete Rock is producing on it, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's
Cut
the
it
big
out,
one.
man. That's a huge one. That's a huge one.
I met him in Switzerland.
He's like humble brag.
Yeah, Pete Rock, no big deal. Fuck.
I met him in Switzerland on tour. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got the poster right up there, and actually still I gotta frame that. But Method Man is the only feature. He's back again after being on the last album with me. So you can't feature Method Man.
Facts.
So
No.
Method Man hasn't cursed on a feature in years.
Willie the Kid is on it. I see, like, dog. I guess he's popping. My homie produced it. And he knew Willie and he got him on the track. I'm not like savvy in all his music, but I know that I see his name everywhere. And like I loved what I heard what he did with Alchemist. So he's on it.
Anything with
But
Alchemist.
not a lot of features. Just a lot
Alan
of
the Alchemist.
But that's where it's at too, man. I mean, if you're doing something with a lot of production, that means you're trying to get your shine on. You're like, all right, I'm trying to show y'all what I can do.
I don't want to feature a ton of dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, like it's dope and everything, but anybody can do that. To have a producer, they for those magnitude of producers, they want to work. They have to want to work with you a little bit.
Yeah,
so
that's fucking fire.
At least those their level of producer. You know what I'm saying? So, but the people I want to work with, we just said one, Alchemist. That would be like number one. Period.
Uncle Al.
Alchemist
Fact. Period. Hell yeah.
I'd like to work with Alchemist and Black Milk. I like Black Milk.
Yes. Damn, no one ever drops Black Milk. Okay, I see.
I respect
you.
that.
I respect
I like him as a rapper too.
He's fire.
Milk is nice.
Look at his progression,
man.
how dope his rap is now from his first album, how much he became
Even his production.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I just meant he was a producer, but his doing... Yo, you're right.
Damn, that's rare. No one ever brings it. Oh, I love that, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
Those two right there,
Yeah, fire. That's better than anyone's ever answered for us. Usually people get stressed when we answer.
Usually people stumped.
Everyone has their own thing, but those guys for sure, man.
Okay.
I worked with Crisis on my last album, and I love Crisis, his beats, because of my man Crumb Snatcher.
A member of the Soul Council.
of the Soul Council. Facts.
Yes.
Yeah, Crisis is
And
nice.
But
Everyone in the Soul Council.
Alchemist, man. Alchemist, Black Milk, that would be like dream team right there, So I would love to do just one record, that's it. Give me one record.
I feel that.
Yeah, just give me a single real quick.
I feel that deep down inside. There's just one.
No, I mean it, man. Like, just give me a chance. And I'm telling you, the Pete Rock stuff, man, listen, I don't even know if I can perform it. It's like, that's how
hard you went on it?
It's nonstop. It's over 80 bars, just like nonstop, man. Like, no, I mean it, dog. Like, I'm gonna need like 3 hype men if I perform that. Like, it's really like
you gotta show it. You gotta show out.
My man's gotta catch
You gotta
his breath.
show out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show out.
I'm losing breath thinking about it.
Dude, if a Pete Rock if I ever got something from Pete Rock, these dudes wouldn't hear from me for at least a month. I'd be like, I gotta hide somewhere in a cave.
The Pete Rock stuff is a big deal to me, especially since we took so long. We've had it for like 2 years. Imagine sitting on this for like 2 years, So the Illmind. So if there's one advice I give to anybody listening or tuned in, or you guys, is I stashed that. Listen to this. I stashed that Illmind. I stashed that M-Phases 6-7 years ago, dog. 6-7 years ago. Because this was like before they blew up and they were doing like
and Illmind is he's like the voice of the underground producer.
Moana. My daughter was just watching him on like his music in Moana, dog.
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. M-Phases now do stuff for Eminem. I talked to them. And, like, I sent them the mixes and stuff. But, like, you can't buy beats from them right now. Like,
it's impossible.
Yeah, it's true. It's very fucking true.
That's the level that I want to get on, guys. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Yeah, you gotta contract me.
But that's what I did. I stashed, I stashed. The high-tech stuff that we did, like, 3-4 years ago, that was, like, 6 years before that. So it's like...
That's smart, though. That's smart.
But why, like, you weren't tuned into me. Like then, so if I put it out, less people might not have heard. You see what I'm saying? Now I have more people tuned in.
It works. Now you got the perfect time to put out some Illmind. Illmind's like one of the voice of underground producers right now, and like he got a whole thing where he's leading an army of young producers too now. Like, you got a bunch of things now that like for stashing it like that, that's a business move and a half.
I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you. I swear to God, like it was like. I was like, yo, why would I put this out? I'm going to be a better MC a couple years from now. I'm serious. Like, I'm going to be...
That's smart.
I don't have enough attention. Like, even if, like, I was doing dope stuff and winning an award, it still doesn't mean that people were tuned in enough. You know, that's local.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So,
and that's a smart move. A lot of people don't realize that, like, a lot of the things that they put in the young kids' head is that hip hop's got to be quick. You got to do everything before you're 30, or else that's it. It's over. But it's like, no, bro, it's just chess. It's chess. It's always gonna be chess. It's always been chess.
Chess, not checkers, baby.
It's chess, not checkers. It's not no overnight bullshit.
Master
Like
Ace, 51, Doug, and he's doing
put out one of my favorite albums last year.
We're doing the dopest stuff, and it's what he's done. He literally created this whole path that I'm walking in with that after disposable arts, where he went back and made underground stuff. Like, this is an industry, like, he was like pretty much industry when he first started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he started. He was big.
We don't know him as that. Like, I don't remember his singles on the radio. I just meant he was somebody who had industry deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he went back and was doing underground conscious records. You feel me? Like, and it's like, his longevity is what I admire. Like, Doug, 51? Doug,
and
like,
he's still fire.
Doug,
still fire. Like his the Brooklyn Stories, that was one of the best shit I've heard all last year. I was like, this shit still slaps. Like, he got that song with Pharoah Monch on there that we've been waiting for forever. Like, he's still killing.
Pharoah Monch, he's on
Pharoah
my list.
Monch is the GOAT.
Facts.
So 51. Think about the 51, Doug. Like, if I was 51, Doug, that's like, I'm 30. I'm 36. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
50
I still feel like I have a little time to go, but like 51 is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Doug, you're looking at 60. You know, you're in that. You know.
That's crazy. He's close to retirement in our eyes. Like, Jesus Christ.
and he's killing it, and he's done what he's done, and that's the way doing it what you do consistently.
Yeah. That's what I tell these guys. Consistency is key. That's how this page we keep going strong, man. I'm
proud
telling
of you
them.
guys, man.
Thank you,
like,
man.
That's all it is, man. Rev told me like right away, like, so I'm grateful to have you guys have me.
Yo, we're glad you chopped it up with us, man. Yo,
it's been a good time.
Yeah. This is one of our. We like when people talking. You got that energy. We like that. We've had some people that we're like, oh, this is gonna be dope, and they put us to sleep. But this was a dope one, man. This was a good one,
because
man.
they don't care. Like,
fact.
But like, Doug, listen, I gave up energy drinks, but I'm this hyper naturally, Doug. Like,
Same.
You know. No, like, energy drinks, man. I wasn't.
Me and Walker are like,
See, I'm always amped, and I'm sick today. That's why I'm like, but I'm always amped.
I can tell good energy from all y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
they're the potheads, man.
But you got for me?
What happened?
Is there any other questions you got for me?
No, that's all we got, man. If you want, you could plug your pages, how people find your stuff, all that good stuff. Whatever's out right now for people to listen to, plug it in. Do the hip hop thing.
I appreciate y'all having me. All I want to plug is EMS, my crew, and Rev and DJ Works Hard, my partners, Own Lane Music. That's it, man. At M.Boston, MD. And if I get
y'all put out a single recently?
Sorry, say again.
Didn't y'all put out a single recently?
They put out the visual. They put out a visual recently, I think.
That's what
it's crazy. Yeah, we are.
Plug that.
There's a couple. Oh, we got the Rapscallions. The
there you go.
We shot in Germany.
Oh yeah, I could I'll attach it to the YouTube and everything. I do all that fancy stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Jumpstart's my one. You can even do that one.
I got you.
Jumpstart we shot in Germany like a month before that, but thank y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. This was fucking dope.
Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stay in contact. Let's have another discussion soon. Let's talk when the album comes out.
Yeah. Hit me up, man. I'm always me and Walker are always on the Instagram. So yeah, we always around, man. Anytime you got new music, something you want to check out, anything, bro, we'll blow it up on the page. It don't matter, man. We got you.
I got your email now, so I'm gonna add you just to the DJ blast when we send out records. It's BC. You know what I'm saying? Like once a month, if we have a new record, you'll get it first. You know?
Oh, no doubt.
So,
hey, exclusive.
The DJ pack. We do it the acapella, instrumental, clean, dirty, you know?
Oh, all right, fire. We with it, man. Yo, we appreciate it, man. Yo, thanks again, man, for coming and chopping it up with us.
Thank you for having me. And you know what I'm saying? Sending me this when it's up, and I'll share this everywhere.
I got you.
You already know.
Yo, thank y'all, man. Not your mans. Thank y'all, man.
Hey, no doubt, man.
Appreciate you.
Freeze. Peace.
We in Germany, what the fuck are you doing? Yo, blow down buildings, dragon with the fire flow. Flash mob on whips till the dragon with the tires low. Godzilla from beats, a tether the hunt with the spirit of puns. See darts everywhere like you stared at the sun. Man, you tripping fool, thinking we ain't ripping through every beat we listen to. The speakers in the system blue. It's soon as I started to flow with the heart of a poet, it's part of my code and to shred a beat till there's particles floating.
We done heard many articles noting how we be the dopest, flows be the coldest, so how can you protest? From Mass to across the pond, grab a song, toss them on, the crew strong, cross one, end up with a lost tongue. Agent Dan on the beat, we slinging the heat, came through and killed it, now the plan is complete, and we ain't making no peace, we making them bleed. Y'all gazelles to some lines, and we waiting